We're here to show you how we're going to be training some of our animals. So one of the coolest parts about working here at SeaWorld is we get to train through positive reinforcement under the foundation of operant conditioning. So basically when we're breaking that down, we are just highlighting or reinforcing what we want to see and simply ignoring or not reinforcing what we don't want to see. So right now we have trainer Taylor in the anemone sleeved wetsuit down there at stage. She is working with our 19-year-old mama. Her name is Sophie. Sophie is an incredible animal. She is very high energy and she loves to learn. One of our highest flyers, we are using a target pull. We are going to be using a target pull which looks like a giant Q-tip. Doctor recommended do not put that in your ear, okay? We start off by having our younger dolphins following our hand, just like you see my hand up here at stage, with their rostrum, or their beak, right at the top of their mouth, just like Lorraine is doing on stage. Thank you, Lorraine. And then as our dolphins grow and learn and become more advanced, they're going to be looking for that target pull for a number of different reasons, because that bead, that bead theoretically represents our hand. So we're hoping that Sophie can try her best to touch the rostrum or the tip of her mouth on that bead. Now you guys notice she did an amazing high jump straight up and down, but Taylor did not blow her whistle. That is okay. We're just looking for an opportunity to blow our whistle. Let's see. There we go. So you heard that whistle. Taylor sounded, which is our bridge. We call, in the training field, call this a bridge, hanging around our necks, all of our training necks. We're bridging what the animal is doing to the reinforcement they're receiving. So Sophie jumped up, she heard the bridge, she knows that that means that I'm correct and I can return to stage for some sort of reinforcement. When it comes to the high jump, or what we like to call the breach, ooh, there we go, we're sending him with an experienced animal. So Malibu at 26 years old, coming up nice and high. Very nice. And also another thing we're looking for, everyone, is for the dolphins to come back down straight. We don't want them to fall flat on their backs. We would like that nice shrimp position to enter the water right in the same position that they are falling down in. No falling down on our backs. And that is when we can choose to sound our whistle at different times. So if Trainer Taylor at glass there wants Sophie to be a little higher, she's going to sound her whistle at the apex, or the tallest point of Sophie's jump. But if Sophie is jumping nice and high consistently, and we want to ask Sophie to fall back down nice and easy, we're going to blow that whistle a little bit lower. So Sophie knows this is the position Taylor wants me in while I'm a little bit lower in the air. But it looks like Sophie did so well that we're going to end that time with the breach, and we're focusing on a different behavior with that 25-year-old Malibu. Malibu, wow, I could talk forever about this incredible animal. She is high energy, she loves to learn, and what Taylor and Malibu are working on is what's called a boomerang. A boomerang is another tail walk where our dolphins hoist themselves up out of the water using their extremely strong tails to look like they are walking or dancing along the top of the water. Malibu knows a tail walk really well from our standard or traditional positions, where she'll be starting, if you may have seen it in another show, over here on all of your right-hand sides, but we're asking her to do it from a newer position and going backwards. There we go, she's gonna look at that target pole bead. There we go. And as Taylor is waiting for Malibu, Malibu is a very patient and consistent animal. So Taylor knows, and the relationship that Taylor has with Malibu, as someone who's been working with her for a number of years, that we can work together. Malibu is going to understand that I was not correct in that moment. So Taylor's going to work together with Malibu to communicate to her, this is what I'm looking for. As we know Malibu and her personality, she's a strong animal. She can hold it like that for a while. And that way, we know that Malibu loves to learn. She can handle a little bit of what we call failure and still be excited about her next opportunity for reinforcement. I want to make sure you guys know that these opportunities for reinforcement are not the only time our dolphins will be offered food. They get food for hanging out with us, for husbandry behaviors where we practice our health care. Looks like our trainer Lorraine on stage gave that signal for Malibu to do the boomerang behavior, a backwards tail walk from stage, starting at the glass, and there we go. There we go. I heard one person go woo. That's pretty cool as Malibu is learning this new behavior for the first time. And it's all about how our animals like to learn. We know that Malibu can go a little bit longer, and we know that some other animals might need a shorter learning session. Just like kids or adults in a classroom, we understand that everyone has their own learning styles, and it's our job as the teachers to adapt to them to follow through with the lessons. All right, you guys, this is some fun, and look out in the audience. Safety message, eyes and ears, safety message. If you are sitting in the audience, the Dolphins might throw our physio balls directly at you. Be aware, be ready, because those balls might be flying very quickly out of the water and at the guests. We have some trainers heading down to the glass to help out if the ball is rolling around in, oh, there we go, Sophie got one out. Right down there, we'll let our trainers retrieve the ball, and we might have the opportunity to hand it to one of you to throw it back in the water. So please enjoy this little bit of physio ball playtime with Malibu, Carly, and Sophie. Keep those eyes peeled for any of those physio balls exiting the water. hope you enjoyed this inside look and the fun ending we had here from our training session. I don't know if you noticed, Carly's showing off how creative she can be with these exercise balls, laying on top of them, kicking them with her flukes or her tail fins, and just showing off how our dolphins can have fun with some generally ordinary objects.